Hi, I'm Scott,
And I'm Luke.
and we're Android Guys,
Give us 5 to 10 minutes of your day
and we'll tell you about a product or service.
or an app that you might be interested in. Hey, this is Luke with an Android Guys podcast. I'm here with Scott.
Yo, yo, yo.
Scott, you are talking about some new accessories for your car?
Yes, these are from MightyMount,
Okay.
and they are basically grips or mounts for your phone for either on your dashboard
Yeah.
or on your air vent. These are kind of like two-in-one kind of design. You pick how you want to mount your phone in your car.
Yeah.
And they're similar in design, but there are a couple of differences between them.
Okay.
And I'd love to tell you more about them.
I'm interested to know more. Scott, you were talking about the MightyMount.
Yes.
Two different mounts, very similar, but there are two differences.
Yep.
These look like they're mounts for your phone for in your car. It looks like they have charging capability too.
They do. So that's one of the differences, like think about today's phone. A lot of them have wireless charging.
Yes.
A lot of us are used to plugging our phones in to charge them, through the cigarette adapter,
Right.
or USB ports, things like that. So now a lot of phones have wireless capability where, we think of wireless tends to be maybe on the desk.
Yeah, I'm going to set this down somewhere.
Yeah. So you can have that in your car. And I know a lot of people are listening going, yeah, dude,
Yeah,
they've
we
had
know.
that for years.
Right, sure.
But there are people out there going, oh, wait a second.
Right.
Tell me more. I'll talk about the mini fast wireless charger first.
Okay.
So this comes with a dash mount and a vent mount. And there's
Cool.
some like stabilizers for your vents because not every car is the same.
Right.
And then you can basically decide, for me, my car does not allow for that because it's got like this honeycomb grill design. So I can't do a vent.
Oh.
I have to go on the dash.
Okay.
So this kind of accessory
Works for that.
me.
Yeah.
You basically have like this kind of like a head on the back of it that you just kind of lock the main part of the mount onto.
Yeah. Okay.
And then it's kind of a cradle that you put your phone into. And yes, you're right. This comes with a car charger.
Uh-huh.
It's USB-C on both ends. So you plug that in and then you run the power to the mount.
Nice.
So when you put your phone in there, it will automatically kind of fit. It's going to fit certain phone sizes. It's not all phones.
Sure.
But if you look at their website, it's compatible with, a lot of current phones. If you've got a, Samsung Galaxy, iPhone, even like the Flip, some of those,
Yeah.
they'll work. So you can basically, at the top of the mount is a little button that you just kind of barely touch, and then the arms will open up.
Nice.
And then you can put your phone in there, and then it will grip your phone and then provide wireless charging to it.
So is that like a powered opening?
It is.
Oh, cool.
It kind of has its own kind of like...
So it's not like you press a button and it like spring open.
Yeah, like some mounts,
Yeah.
you have that like pinch it to click it into place.
Yes.
This is kind of like a nice little powered open.
Oh,
and
cool.
Close on that.
Nice.
It's a pretty cool little device, and it will do 15 watt charging,
Nice.
and it'll even do 20 watt PD if your phone supports. Yeah, so you can plug that in.
Nice.
It's compatible with a lot of phones, even with cases on there.
Cool.
It's got a little bit of a chin thing that you pull down,
Uh-huh.
so that you can kind of like rest your phone on it. So you just kind of find that spot where your phone connects to it.
Yeah.
And then it will automatically wirelessly charge.
Nice.
So that guy runs about $90
Okay.
on MightyMount.com. Now there's also the fast wireless car charger, which is similar.
Uh-huh.
This one is a little bit different design. This one will automatically, when you put your phone into it, there's like a pinch, like a button, opens them up.
Uh-huh.
But inside of it, the wireless charging coils
Yeah.
will rise up and down and move until it finds it on your phone, and then it stays in place.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, so you don't have to do any kind of like fumbling and holding it in place to say, this is where I need to hold this.
Yeah.
This thing will do that for you.
Nice.
You'll see this kind of like light going up and down to do that. And there are some LED lights. There's one on each side, so you can kind of look at it at a glance and see that it's charging your phone.
Uh-huh.
This will do 15-watt charging, 20-watt PD. Again, this will also let you do dash mount or vent.
Cool.
This one's about $99.
Okay.
So it's $10 more. And I think if you're at that point, if you're spending $90, I would say go the extra $10.
Sure.
And get the one, because it doesn't matter what phone you put it in there. You just put it in, and then it will find that and then connect and do the wireless charging.
Yeah, definitely.
This is the first time I've seen anything from MightyMount.
Uh-huh.
And so far, so good.
Yeah.
They've got a handful of products. If you look at their website, there's all kinds of accessories. They do things for bikes. They do things for cup holders. They've got things for, there's even car CD.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you remember that.
I do remember that.
So they've got a bunch of different options.
Cool.
But I would say these are two of their more modern products.
Yeah.
With the fast charging capability. And that's one of those things where, I'm sometimes reluctant to charge my phone wirelessly when I go to bed.
Sure.
Because it's not quite as efficient. And I can't play on my phone while I'm laying there.
Sure.
I've got to give up the phone. I can't keep checking my email and doing these different things, where if I plug my phone in, I can still kind of charge that and play with it. Or if I'm sitting on the couch watching TV, can't do that if you're going wireless.
Right.
However, in a car, it makes a lot more sense to me, because I don't want to play with my phone when I'm in the car.
No, you shouldn't be.
You shouldn't. Did you know that?
I did know that, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
if you're listening and you didn't know that, now you know. And please stop playing with your phone in your car.
Yeah. So it makes sense to have something that says, okay, why not take advantage of that wireless charging? And it's fast. That's another difference is early generation of wireless charging wasn't as fast as or as efficient as plugging in directly.
Sure.
Here, it just makes sense. You just kind of put this thing in place, run the cord from your car adapter up to it.
Yep.
Then you don't have to worry about plugging anything in. You just kind of put your phone in there, push the button, pull it out, and you're good to go. And if your spouse or somebody else has your car, they put their phone in there, and it's not some kind of like, hey, wait a second, how do I use the wireless charging on this?
Yeah, this doesn't work in here.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
So it's good for if you don't have built-in navigation in your car system. You can use that, so you can kind of glance at that. You can do it for hands-free talking, all the safety stuff that you should be concerned with while you're driving. Have it on the dashboard or the vent.
Perfect. Yeah, and that's the mini fast wireless charge mount, or the fast wireless charge mount from MightyMount.
Yep.
Thanks, Scott.
You're welcome. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of the podcast.
Thanks for listening.
We appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, feedback, concerns, comments, anything, shoot us an email at podcast@AndroidGuys.com. We'd love to hear from you one way or the other. Luke, if someone wants to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
I am on Instagram and Twitter at Luke Gaul, Gaul.
And I'm on Instagram at Scott Webster and Twitter as SWebster77. Until next time, thanks for listening.
See ya.